In this gun cleaning video, we will show you the step-by-step process on how to disassemble and clean your Sig Sauer P320 pistol. First and foremost, make sure the magazine is out and the firearm is unloaded. This isn't a time for a silly mistake. Now that that is confirmed, and since we already have the slide locked back, spin the takedown lever 90 degrees like so. Press the slide catch down and remove the slide. You can now remove the recoil spring assembly. Next, remove the barrel. We're going to take out the fire control unit by first removing the takedown lever. Pull up on the front of the fire control unit, and with your thumb you can push on the back of it in order to move it forward slightly. You can now pull the whole unit out. At this point, you'll want some sort of firearm parts tray to keep the various parts in and allow them to soak in some CLP. You don't want to lose anything small, so this is a great way to keep everything contained. Once you have all the parts in the tray, grab some CLP and give them all a good coating. Be sure to get some down the barrel's bore. Don't be cheap here, lay it on. The CLP is going to be doing the heavy lifting by breaking apart carbon and contaminants. Hit the slide as well. Hold it at the angle that we're showing here, as you don't want to get the CLP near the firing pin if you can help it. Give the outside a little love while you're at it. A little in the grip module, and we're set. Next, for the tools of the trade. Grab a double-ended nylon brush and get to work. If your gun is really dirty, you'll want to give the CLP 10 minutes or so to do its magic on your firearm's parts. But I'm sure you have better things to do than to watch us twiddle our thumbs while we wait, so we'll carry on. Take your brush and start scrubbing down all the various parts. Get the takedown lever since it's there. A light brushing on the recoil spring assembly as well. Get the outside of the barrel and the lug. Spend some time on the fire control unit. There's a lot of little parts and springs in there, so don't just hammer away at it. Get everything your brush will allow you to get. If you have a small end of the brush, this is a great spot to use it. Hit the slide next. Concentrate on the interior. You'll want to brush all surfaces, but concentrate on the rails as well as the breech face. On the breech face is where the extractor lives. You'll see this little part that sticks out. Make sure that this is clean, as this is what extracts spent shells. If there's some really crusted on gunk that refuses to let go, you may need to resort to some brass-tipped cleaning picks to dislodge it. In our case, this happens to be a very clean pistol, so it won't be necessary. After that, the grip module can get a bit of a scrubbing. Hit the magazine well with a light brushing. We'll pull out some gun cleaning swabs next to remove the carbon and contaminants that the brushing broke up. These swabs are great cleaning tools to get to all those hard-to-reach areas. Get to the various parts that the cleaning cloth won't be able to reach. This will especially be true of the fire control assembly. If you're finding a few stubborn areas, it may be time to bring out the big guns. Bristled pipe cleaners allow you a little extra scrubbing power because of the plastic bristles, but it also gives you the cotton of a typical pipe cleaner to mop up the loosened gunk. Add to the fact that you can bend them in any direction you want, you have yourself a perfect gun cleaning tool. Now we're going to want to clean the firearm's bore. Grab the appropriate caliber bore cleaning kit for your P320. In this example, we're using a 9mm, so that's the caliber kit we're going to use. Grab the barrel and send the bore cleaning kit down the breech end of the bore. That's the side with the lug on it in case you're not sure. Pull the kit all the way through. The CLP has already done the heavy lifting, so often it only takes one pull through to get the bore looking like glass. Now we're going to take a rugged gun cleaning cloth and give everything a wipe down. Get the exterior and interior of all the parts you can reach. We are trying to clean off any leftover CLP as well as carbon. When you're done wiping down the frame, send the cloth through the magazine well to clean that out. You're trying to get the grit off your firearm that could later lead to unnecessary wear. A good gun cleaning can not only preserve the life of your firearm, but it can make it a more reliable weapon. Plus, it gives you a good chance to thoroughly inspect the weapon since it will be disassembled. As you're finished wiping down the various parts, place them on your gun cleaning mat for final lubrication. Again, take your CLP and give the barrel a light spray, and a little on the fire control unit, and finally a little on the inside of the slide. In almost all cases, CLP is more than enough to properly lubricate your weapon, but if you're one of those guys that sends endless rounds down the range, a little high-quality firearm grease might be the ticket. Add a little to the lug of the barrel, and you can spread it out evenly across the barrel with a swab. Place the barrel back into the slide when done. Then, a little in the slide by the rails and again disperse it. Your first step to reassemble your P320 is to get the fire control assembly back in the grip module. Start by seating the back end in first like this. Then depress the trigger slightly so it easily slides into place. Make sure the slide catch is seated in the little grooves. Press the takedown lever back into place. Once it's in, spin it to the vertical position like so. Now you can reinsert the recoil spring assembly. A quick note here, the recoil spring assembly can vary from P320 to P320. If you have one with two stamped-in dots on the oblong face like we do here, make sure the dots are facing up and down like this when reassembling. Otherwise, your slide won't seat properly. Once that's in, you can reassemble the slide into the grip module. Push it all the way back and lock it open with the slide catch lever. Turn the takedown lever 90 degrees counterclockwise. You can now release the slide. And there you have it, a perfectly clean Sig Sauer P320, Sage and Breaker, crafted at the highest caliber.